comedy. It's everywhere around us, in the things we watch, the people we meet, the water we drink. But what is this thing we call comedy? Is it animal, vegetable, mineral? No one really knows for sure. Some experts claim that comedy is a made-up thing, fiction, like unicorns or compassionate conservatives. But others argue that comedy is real. Very real. This is the Montreal Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. And some say this is where comedy began, in the year 1983 AD, when disco was on the way out and shoulder pads were on the way in. Another thing that was on the way in? Comedy. This is the Quartier du Spectacle. Quartier du Spectacle is French for Quartier du Spectacle. Sources tell me that this is the place to be if one wants to find out what comedy really is. And as you know, I do. Today, we'll explore comedy, what it is, what makes it tick, and why. We'll attempt to determine what makes something funny. From Shakespeare to stand-up to Donald Trump's hair. So sit back, relax, and join me on this journey to discover what is comedy. To get a better understanding of what comedy really is, we took to the streets of Montreal to ask regular people what comedy means to them. What's funny to you?
Like in comedy?
Yes.
Probably people getting hurt.
Okay, that's creepy.
Comedy.
Okay, could you be any more vague?
No.
That's true, you couldn't be. What is funny to you?
I don't know. Funny people.
That's a terrible answer. How about animals?
I'm not an animal person, but some animals are.
Like maybe a chicken wearing a little chef's hat?
Yeah, that is funny.
Which racial or ethnic group is the funniest?
Browns.
Mexicans are very funny too.
I agree.
African Americans?
Good answer. I thought you were going to say Asians. Do you think the Muppets are funny?
No.
That's harsh.
The Muppets are very funny. I love the Muppets.
Now, do you speak the Muppet language? What's so funny about Animal?
I could relate to him.
That made me sad. Do you know what the term blue humor means?
No.
No? Blue humor is like sexual humor. Look at my pussy.
That's not funny.
I agree, it's not. While the answers we got from regular folks were interesting enough, we thought, let's go straight to the horse's mouth. And by horses, I mean comedians, the real experts. So we sat down with some of North America's finest comedians to find out what comedy is all about. John Bender, what is comedy to you?
Comedy is just a way of observing things and talking about them, a way that sort of brings out people's flaws and is honest in a way that people sometimes don't like to be in real
Don't
life.
need your whole life story.
Like going on stage and just being vulnerable and being naked, essentially. So it's a great way to discover yourself as you move forward.
Do you perform naked?
I have performed naked.
Wow.
I did a show at a nature resort and was naked.
We'll have to get some pictures of that.
Yeah, no, there are none.
Comedy is making people laugh. It seems simple concept.
It does.
Yes.
And
you
yet,
do something funny, people laugh.
And yet it's no laughing matter.
No, I think it is a laughing matter. When you do the comedy, they laugh, that is a laughing matter.
Agree to disagree, Andy Kindler. Did you always know you were funny as a child? People laugh at you all the time, making fun of you to the point where you would start crying and you'd run home to your mother and you'd feel like embarrassed and humiliated and you wanted to maybe kill yourself?
Well, no, I mean, the first part of what you said happened.
Oh.
Was make people laugh, but this other part sounds
That's something else. You never
Well, that's
experienced.
something you experienced.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, my childhood was very happy.
Really?
My parents weren't there for me, but that worked for me.
Did they tease you mercilessly and make you feel like you were humiliated and question whether you even have the will to continue living? Does that sound familiar?
No. No.
No.
Oh.
No. Sadly, yeah. Yeah.
I feel your pain. You have wonderful knees, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
When did you know you were funny?
It was in the 80s at the Fashion Institute of Technology. That's when I
Is
discovered.
that a comedy school?
Oh no, no. That's basically, I don't know. That's where gay people grow to become professionally homosexual.
I don't know any gay people, so I wouldn't know.
I am gay friendly, and
So am I.
I mean really gay. I'm sorry.
Who is your favorite comedian?
I really love Maria Bamford.
If Maria Bamford were standing here right now, what would you say to her
I'd say
to entice her to have sexual relations with you?
I'm not gay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
I mean, I
understand
haven't
it.
had sex for a while, but I'm not gay. Okay.
Would you try it?
No.
With Maria Bamford?
Well, you're gay.
What?
I,
No, who told you that?
That's politically correct.
That's crazy.
It's obvious you're gay.
No, I have a girlfriend. She lives in Alberta, Victoria, BC.
All right.
She's in,
I was
North
wrong.
Carolina.
I was
Whatever.
bringing my own.
It's not about me. Let me ask you this, Andy Kinder.
I just, in the old days, if you were effete like you are, is that a good word?
I've heard that term used, bandied about.
Yes. People
People
men who
assume because you're effete, you're a homosexual. It's not true. Would you date someone who wasn't funny? Yeah. What if that person were really mean and cruel and were constantly insulting you and telling you, you'll never amount to anything, you'll never be a broadcast journalist?
Well, they'd be right about a broadcast journalist for me, but I probably wouldn't date them if they were constantly mean to me.
Okay, well, that's your decision. Are women funny?
Yes.
Really?
Definitely. Funny women are funny.
How do you know that?
Because I've seen people perform that are biological females, and I laugh.
Do you know any funny women?
I know tons of funny women.
Name one.
Natasha Leggero.
Isn't she a man?
Silverman, I love. You know what? I'm gonna drop some Canadian ones. Let's keep it Canadian. We're here in Montreal. Alison Dorr is one of my favorites.
Tell me, Alison Dorr, do you think men are funny?
Can I be totally honest?
Please.
Balls are hilarious, right?
I do enjoy balls.
What are they? What is that?
They're
How do they have
hairy.
those?
Am I right? Am I right, ladies? What is one thing you've learned so far in your career in comedy that is surprising about comedy?
that people will still pay for it, I think is the main thing. And not me specifically.
You don't pay for comedy?
No, I get it sent to me.
You don't subscribe to Netflix and watch things
I
like
do.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
I haven't seen that one. People say it's good. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Is it good? I find you fascinating.
The feeling is mutual.
I love your use of language.
I try.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Andy.
And I hope to.
And good luck. I hope the career works out.
Well, I think it has worked out.
Debatable. Perhaps we'll never know what comedy is or where it comes from. But one thing is for certain. Without comedy, there is no humanity or sitcoms. This is Robert Keller signing off. And remember, be safe, be well, and above all, be funny. Bye-bye.